What's up, guys? Welcome back. I have another top 50 9-hole course in the world simulator vlog coming at you guys today. We are playing out here in the backyard simulator Reigate Heath golf club, I believe it is, in Surrey, England. Highly rated 9-hole course. Only 2 tee box options, men's and women's, so usually with these 9-hole courses they're a little bit easier layout wise and whatnot, and some of the distances we're not playing from, you know, the options of 6 tee boxes in the furthest back. So usually that means we try to be somewhere around even par by the end of these 9 holes, but we'll see how it goes. Like always, Garmin Approach R10 behind me on a DIY level stand, Country Club Elite mat, my stance mat or stance tiles over here, artificial turf tiles from Amazon. Going again with the Volvic Vivid, seem to be liking this ball so far. Some 10x7 nets, and then Home Tee Hero that you're seeing on screen, which is the simulator software inside the Garmin Golf app. So, gonna get started. First hole, we have a par 4, 385 yards. I'm gonna aim up here, see what happens. Driver has been very much so hit or miss lately, mostly miss. So, I'm trying to maybe get something to click here during this round and maybe start striping the ball a little bit more so than I have been. It's funny how I've mentioned before, you go through periods, it seems like pretty much obviously like the main parts of the golf swing with the driver, then you have the irons. I guess you could toss in hybrids too there, and then wedges and putting. Seems like for at least me, they come in circles and waves, and they're kind of a roller coaster. So for a while you think you have it figured out, you're playing really well, and then maybe the driver starts to not perform as well, but then maybe for whatever reason you start hitting irons better, something like that. But tough to get everything working all together on the same time, the same day, and put up a real good score where you feel like everything in your golf swing is working well. But that was actually not too bad. Started right on the net, should come back. I don't know if that's quite 275, but maybe 260. I take it back, 280. All right, we'll take that. Pretty good swing there. I can just tell as soon as I hit it between the contact and the sound how it comes off the club. Second shot here, we got 107, up 4, so we're at 111. Gonna go pitching wedge, choke down pitching wedge. Came out a tad left, so that's going to be left side of the green, but hopefully it's a decent number yardage wise. A little bit long left, but we'll take it. Did I do my math wrong on that maybe? Par to start it off, can't be too mad at that. Second hole, par 4. We got water by the looks of it, or at least that little stream up to the right. Ooh, and I don't love these trees here at the tee box, but can we go up and over these? That's asking for trouble right into that water. No way I hit it 312, but it is down 20 yards, which is a significant amount. So basically wherever I hit this, if I hit one 280 again, it's going to play 300. So I guess we'll aim there and we'll see what happens with these trees. As you guys probably know, if you watch any of the videos, I'm not a huge fan of laying up in general off the tee in real life, and especially not back here. Tend to play golf a little bit more aggressive, probably even more so than I should. I'd probably score a little bit better if I was a little more conservative with some of my shots. But I like playing aggressive, I like going for it. If I can hit driver, I usually try to do it. Another decent strike. That one's not going to come back as much. That was kind of a push right. Hopefully, though, we clear those trees. That one I was going to say could be close to 300. Decent shot there. It was actually pretty straight, 293, but it was down 20 yards, so realistically that was 273, but hit decent. We'll take that. We're 2 for 2 so far with decent drives. 88 yards left. We're in the rough, so that's going to be, we'll call it another 9 yards on top of that, so we're looking at 97. Going to go pitching wedge again. I pulled it left. It might be a little long as well, although I did catch it a little heavy on the mat, but hopefully that's still left side of the green somewhere. Alright, we'll take it. It's probably a good thing I hit it heavy because I was relatively close to pin high. Third hole, par 3. 184 up 10, so we're at 194. We've got this water stream river thing, but that's pretty short, so that shouldn't be into play. We're at 194. Usually 6 iron is 190, 5 iron's 200. I guess it's closer to the 6 iron, so I'll go with that. I have been, with my work on lowering my ball flight, I have been seeing a little more distance out of these longer clubs, so we'll see. This even has a chance to be long depending on how I hit it, but hopefully a good clean strike. Oh, that was pretty bad. That was heavy and pulled about 20 or 30 yards left. Horrendous. That was actually probably generous by the side spin from Garmin. That felt like it was going to be a lot further left. Maybe the rough slowed it down a little bit, but 29 yards left. Luckily we're not in the bunker. 29 up 2, so we're at 31, and then we'll call it another 3 yards from the rough, so 34. I'm gonna go 56 degree. I was talking up those long irons, then I go and do that off the tee with the 6 iron. That was pretty horrendous. Relatively straight, pushed it a little bit right. Should be pretty close though. That was right around 30 yards or so. Maybe a little long. Nope, 30 on the dot. +1 for a par, we'll take that. Fourth hole, par 5. Looks like we got some trees to go either over or around again. Got a pretty big dog leg left. Down 19, basically 20 yards again, so this will help both the ego and the distance off this tee. We're gonna go right there. So 284, if I hit one like 275, 280, it's gonna play close to 300. Let's see if I can get a clean strike with the driver and do that. Another decent shot. Started right, that felt like a push. I don't think that's going to come back a whole lot, but hopefully we got a little room up there to the right. Alright, not horrendous. We're right in the middle, so it was a decent tee shot, but 285, so in reality that was only like 265. Again, not too bad, but usually I try to have my stock driver shot be right around 275, and I've been trying to work on creeping that up, but I guess maybe with the colder weather and for whatever other reason, maybe just the swing. Seems like a little bit of the swing speed and the yardage has been coming off, but hopefully slowly but surely work our way up, and then by next year I'm heading close to 300-yard bombs, close, hopefully almost off of every tee. But second shot here into the par 5, we got 199 up 3, so we're at 202. Gonna go 5-iron. Let's see if I can redeem myself with these longer irons like I was talking about. Struck it pretty good, started left, and those usually fade, so hopefully that's relatively straight. Oh no, too much. I don't know if that was 212. I did hit it pretty good, but I think either A, I am actually getting some more distance out of my longer irons like I was saying with the lower ball flight, or B, or both at the same time, that the R10 just registers that lower launch and lower ball flight and gives me a little added distance onto it. But either way, unfortunately that was a +3, but still a decent shot. We'll take that. It was a good swing with the 5-iron. Fifth hole, par 4, 403. Looks like we got some space up here to rip the driver. Down 4 yards, so we're gonna aim right there, right down the middle. See if we can keep up the halfway decent tee shots. That one felt quicker, but that was definitely hung out to the right. That was started right and is fading right. Basically, someone called that a slice as well. 264, I'd imagine we caught one of those trees, and at least the rough slowed it down, but that one felt quicker. That came off the club face a little bit faster too, by the feel of it, but at least we got a look here. 144 yards, up 4, so we're at 148. But we're in the rough, so we'll add another 15 to that. So 148, 158, 163. Gonna go 9-iron. And right before I do that, just gonna make sure. Usually I look pretty quick, but I wanna make sure there's no water or anything up there. It doesn't look like it, but sometimes I second guess myself. I don't wanna hit a shot and then not realize that I'm hitting either directly into it or somewhere near, maybe a hazard, water hazard somewhere. Pulled it left. Hopefully it comes back at least a little bit. Should have the distance, but it's going to be left. Just on the border. Well, at least it gives us a chance to chip it. We got 14 yards, plus we'll add another 2 because we're in the rough, so 16. Gonna go 60 degree. Caught that really heavy. It's going to be at least on the front side of the green, but I don't think that's going to get there. It looks like it was actually pretty close, luckily. That was probably generous. I hit behind that a lot on the mat. Plus I was looking, I don't know if the camera picked that up, but the wind was blowing the net towards me. It was like a good 3-4 feet closer to me. I was hoping that the R10 wouldn't get messed up by that. Looks like it was alright, but alright, we're still even. 6th hole, par 3, 227, down 2, so we're right at 225. I'm gonna go 5 hybrid. Usually that's right in the wheelhouse. Usually 5 hybrid when I hit it well, right around 220, 230 off the deck. That was struck pretty good. Hopefully not too good. That could be off the back. That was pretty straight. It's gonna fade a little bit, I would think, but sit down too much. Man, I knew I hit that pretty good. 239. That's gonna be a +3, I think. +3, man. That's unfortunate. Well, there's a bogey. There goes the even scorecard. But good swing with the 5 hybrid. Caught that pretty clean off the mat. Grab some Gatorade real quick. We got a 7th hole, par 4, 306 yards. Alright, I don't love this little tree here, but maybe, can't really go around it that much, especially if I draw one. We're going to be pretty far left, but up 7 yards, see if we can just hit a decent shot, maybe somewhere up there on the left side of the fairway. That was struck decent, a tad low on the club face, but started straight, should draw back. Hopefully still again catches that left side of the fairway. If not, we'll be in the rough. Not bad. 269, nice. Plus I think we were hitting up 7, so realistically that was about 276, something like that. 38 yards left, up 2, so right at 40 yards. I think I'm gonna go soft 52. That should be on, but that was thin and left, and I didn't hit it very good. Hopefully it's not just what I was thinking. Just gonna be short. +3 again, man. These putting metrics are gonna be ugly by the end of it. I think realistically that was probably a little bit further than 23 yards. I didn't hit it very good, but either way, we got lucky on some of the other ones, so that was probably justified to tack on an extra stroke there maybe, but now we're 2 over. It fell apart kind of quick. See if we can get a bird or 2 here for these last 2 holes. We've got 8th hole, par 4, 326 yards, up 9 yards again. So this is going to play about 10 yards short or wherever we hit. But right there should be a decent line to take. I really like the height of these tees that I bought on Amazon. I mentioned them before, but before I was playing this, almost every single tee shot I take, the tees break, so I basically lose a tee off every single tee shot. So I think I'm getting to the point where either I'm gonna have to buy another bag of these tees, or maybe switch up and get something that's a little more durable so they don't snap after every tee shot. That was also struck pretty good. Started right again. Can't really tell if that one is going to come back or not. That might have just been a kind of a push fade. Yep. Maybe a tad slower on that one. We were hitting up again, so 257, I guess, what I say, 10 yards. So that was like 267. Maybe that was pretty accurate. Not everyone, but I think most people get a little more distance out of a draw versus a fade or a slice. 76 yards up 2, so we're at 78, plus we'll add another 8 on top of that, which is going to put us at, what did I say, 78, 86. I think I'm going to go pitching wedge, choke down pitching wedge. Struck it decent, but that might be a little too much. It's going to be a little bit right. Hopefully it's decent, but that might be towards the back. 55. Alright, I don't know what happened there. That was probably a slight. That had to have been a mystery, because that one felt like I was going to hit it a little bit long. That was probably closer to 100. But either way, kind of frustrating when that happens, but can't do much about it now. We got 21 yards left. We're going to go 60 degree. I mean, I didn't swing super hard at that, but I made decent contact, and just initial impressions, usually I have a decent feel for what happens with the shot. That one felt like it was going to be a tad long right, and it came up well short, so. See if we can make up for that, put this inside the inner circle here. It's going to be left. I had a good amount of backspin on it. Short left, +2. Gonna be another bogey. Man, we're falling apart here. Alright, we need a bird here on this last hole. And it's a par 3. Usually that's not the best for me. Usually I get most of my birds on long par 4s and par 5s, so we gotta stick this green here. 9th hole, par 3, we're 3 over. We got 143 yards. So I'm gonna go choke down about an inch or so on the 9-iron. Need a good shot here to finish this. I've holed out, I think the furthest, that was a few videos ago, the furthest I've holed out from was like 170. So, it's not out of the realm of possibility. A nice little hole-in-one here would be pretty cool for the scorecard. Not terrible. Caught it a tad heavy and it was launched a little bit higher than I would have liked. It was straight though, so that might be a tad short. Yeah, just on the front side. It's going to be a par, but not exactly what we were looking for there. That's going to put us at +3 to finish it. So, we'll see if it ends here. It's bringing us back around to 1. But this is only 9 holes, so this is just the first hole again. So, I'm going to end it here. Take a look at this scorecard. Not the best, but from Reigate Heath Golf Club. And where was this again? In Surrey, England. We ended up with a 3 over 37. So I guess depending on who you ask, that could be considered right around even par, but that's not the best. Usually even par means plus or minus about 1, maybe 2 strokes, either over or under, but not horrendous, not the best. That 6th, 7th, and 8th hole kind of killed us with those 3 bogeys in a row. Besides that, relatively clean scorecard. No birdies, unfortunately, but mostly pars. I actually did hit driver better, so I'm not super disappointed with that. 3 out of 6, at least that's 50%. Greens and regulation, 5 out of 9, slightly above 50%, so we'll take that. And then 18 putts, that's not good. We had a good amount of 3 putts in there, or plus 3s, because obviously there's no putting, but obviously 18 putts across 9 holes, that's right at 2 putts a hole. We want to be closer to 1.5, but it is what it is. Plus 3. There's a few positives I could take out of it. I went into it trying to straighten out the driver a little bit, make some better contact. It seems like I did that for the majority of the tee shots there. Obviously still not ideal. Got a lot of work to do in all aspects of my game, especially the driver, but at least it was a little bit better than it had been the past few rounds. But that's what I have today for another top 50 9-hole course in the world. Like always, if you guys are looking to see me play maybe a home course or a local course in your area, let me know. Give me the name of the course and the location in the comments. I'll look it up, and there's a high chance that I can play it. But I like playing those subscriber requested courses. I have a list going, so if you're curious, maybe you think it would be fun for me to play either a super easy or a super challenging, maybe a quirky course in your area, again, let me know in the comments. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next course.